In this video, I'm going to answer the question, do I need to stay clean while I have a pending traffic, juvenile, or adult criminal case in Georgia? I'm Paul Ghanouni, founder and managing attorney at the Teen and Young Adult Defense Firm, where we focus on protecting the futures of people who are in their teens to their mid-20s when they get in trouble with the law. Now, this video is going to be general information for you. It's not going to be specific legal advice to your case. If you need specific legal advice for your case, please contact our office for a complimentary defense strategy meeting. So a question that we see come up a lot is, do I need to stay clean while I have a pending criminal, juvenile, or traffic case? And our answer is a resounding yes. Now, we have people who ask us from time to time, well, why do I need to do that? And there can be a lot of different reasons and a lot of different ways that can come up in a case depending on the circumstances of your case. And I want to give you some examples so you have an understanding of how this type of thing could impact you. So one issue is that depending on what county your case is in, what kind of bond orders you have in place, some counties will put into their bond orders, like Cobb does in almost every case, that you are subject to random drug and alcohol screens and that you're not to consume any drugs or alcohol while out on bond. So if you have one of those bond conditions, they could call you in at any time to drug test you. Doesn't matter if you've gone 8, 10, 12 months out on bond and never been drug tested, doesn't mean that they can't start at any point. And so if you had a bond condition that you violated with a positive drug test, you could go back to jail with no bond at that point in time. We've also had situations and cases where we've had a prosecutor negotiate something with us. We've been going back and forth with them to try to get to a fair resolution for our client. And prosecutor says, fine, you know what? I'll do that, but I'll do that only if your client can pass a drug screen. And I want them to take the drug screen by the end of this week. We've also had, and that type of situation, if the person couldn't pass the drug screen, that could have gone very poorly for them, could have resulted in losing an opportunity to protect their future. Also seen situations where a judge might say, hey, you know what, prosecutor, you're asking for this, defense attorney, you're asking for that. Mr. Defendant or Miss Defendant, if you can go pass a drug screen today, I'll do what the defense attorney's asking instead of what the prosecutor's asking. Are you going to be able to pass a drug screen today? And then sends them out in the hall to take a drug screen to see what the results are before rendering a decision in their case. Another scenario that we see come up is some courts have pretrial diversion programs, which is like an opportunity to potentially earn a dismissal of your case by doing certain things. Some of these programs, they'll give you very short notice that you've been accepted into the program, and you have to take a drug screen almost immediately. And if you don't pass that drug screen, you get kicked out of the program or you're not able to enter the program. So there's a lot of ways that your case can be negatively impacted if you don't stay clean while you have a pending case. So we always recommend to all of our clients, make sure that you're not doing anything that could get you new charges, make sure that you're not doing anything that could cause you to fail a drug screen, make sure you're staying clean, you're making the best decisions while you're moving forward to avoid missing an opportunity just because you weren't able to pass a drug screen while you have a case ongoing. If you're dealing with a Georgia criminal, traffic, or juvenile case, and you want help with that case, please contact our office for a complimentary defense strategy meeting. Happy to sit down with you and see if it's a situation that we can help with. Thank you.